How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Fossils and Archaeology mod for Minecraft. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. I haven't played this mod in forever, and I'm so happy to be back. I started a brand new world. I was having some issues with the previous world, so I just decided to start a whole brand new one, and I did some work beforehand. That way we don't like have to start from essentially from scratch. So I already have some fossils and stuff like that. So I figured we can... Fine, Parasaurolophus on the analyzer, that works. So I figured we can put those in here to, get the ball rolling and hopefully get a decent start on things. It's also now raining outside. But yeah, no, it's been a... Get out, Alan Grant. It's been a while since we've wow, okay, well, bingo, Dino DNA, T-Rex DNA right off the bat. All right, you know what? I'll take it. And some sand? Oh, you're spoiling me by that point. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to do T-Rex right away. I'm going to see if I get some more DNA, and then we'll go from there. But T-Rex is a fantastic start, This playthrough also has significantly less mods than I had last time, because last time it kind of got, like, a little bit overwhelming. I kind of forgot some of the mods that I had included. So this time I figured that we would just go ahead and just remove some of those, and I just kind of like kept it to some of the mods that I'm most familiar with, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I found another village. We're just gonna be crashing here for now, at least until I figure something out in terms of my home. Sand, bone meal. Ooh, Psittacosaurus. Ooh, maybe I can start off with Psittacosaurus and Nautilus DNA too. Okay, we're off to a good start. Let's see, I'm gonna get something else. Bone meal. Alan. Get out of here, Alan. Take your kid, too. This is my lab now. I've claimed it, all right? What are you doing in there? Get out. I've claimed it as my lab with my upstairs room up here. It's not a lot of room, but it's home. Lots of sand and bone meal. That'll come in handy eventually, I just know it. But for now, it's just kind of like, I want DNA. Ichthyosaurus. Oh, dude, that would look so cool in, like, here. It's deep right here. All I have to do is, like, wall it off, like, around here or so. We might actually make an Ichthyosaurus, actually. I don't have a lot in the way of materials. Stegosaurus. Okay, we're getting a good amount of DNA. We're getting a pretty dang good amount of DNA if I do. Get out of here, Alan. Okay. Dude. Are we gonna have a problem? Okay, so I kind of want to do an ichthyosaur. We haven't done any aquatic creatures as of yet. I don't know if you can count tic-tac. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. What is that? Is that a barracuda? No, it's not. Look at this, though. Why does it look so gorgeous? I'm dying. Well, that will be a bigger project, so I'm not going to do Ichthyosaurus just yet. If I just, like, I could block it off over there, because that's not as high up, and I could probably block it off somewhere over there. And it probably wouldn't be the biggest project in the world. My only concern would be that, the Ichthyosaur would get, like, it would have to go underneath here. I don't know if it would suffocate in the ground or something like that, which is, of course, something that I don't want to happen. So I should probably have it be semi-enclosed. Well, it's actually already enclosed over here. Having the ichthyosaur just kind of swimming around would be pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. Maybe when it's a baby, I can have it in, like, a small pool. I might be able to do it. I feel like I can block it over there. And we could get, like, a nice little, like, this whole area can just be Ichthyosaur Central. Like, imagine how cool that would be. And then I could put down, like, some viewing tunnels and stuff like that. And then we could put down more aquatic creatures in here. I don't know which ones, but, like, ones that are not that dangerous. And I could build, like, railings and stuff. And it could be a part of the park experience. Okay, I kind of want to do that. Dude, Alan, this is my space now. Liopleurodon. That's freaking Protoceratops. We might do Protoceratops, actually. But that was all my biofossils, so that's all the DNA that we got. There is also some shale fossils. We might get some more DNA from that, like maybe Arthropleura or something. I might do Protoceratops, though. Because Protoceratops would be kind of cool. Bone meal. Dude, you're being a lot right now. I'm not going to lie. Let's do Protoceratops. Okay, we'll put Protoceratops in there. Biogoo is upstairs. Get out of the way, Ellen! Come on, give me something shale fossil. And then the rest are, of course, plants and relic scraps. Tough. It said tough. Dude, you are. Question is, where do we put the Protoceratops? Of course, Protoceratops lived in a deserty environment, and this doesn't really match that. So I'm kind of thinking like an indoor exhibit, similar to how I did the Deinonychus last time. But the question is, where would I do that? Where would I put that? It's kind of enclosed over here. Yeah, maybe if I like built a wall around here made out of wood, that could be something I could fill it with sand and kind of make it look like it's meant to simulate a desert, you know. Because I don't think there's any deserts around me. I haven't seen any at least. Fur log feels like it matches that the most. So if like I do this, right? And then we go over here, this be the border, and we can have it stick out about right there. And then go this direction. Villagers are like, what are you doing? Put this up here. It moves into the wall here. Like that. And then I should have a golden shovel. It goes into here. And I kind of want it to line up with that over there. So I have to get rid of all this just to give it some extra space. I'm going to go and grab my shovel. Diplocolus. Diplocolus is one of my favorite extinct like amphibians out there. It's freaking awesome. I got it last time. Or one of the last times, and it freaking died. Lanchodamus. I have an idea based. Ooh, what's that? Is that Tiktaalik? Based on the silhouette, I have some idea of what this fella is. Tiktaalik. We got Tiktaalik again. I love Tiktaalik. That's awesome. Okay, so cool. We're getting some awesome stuff from the shale fossils. That is fantastic. Let me put them up because they're kind of taking up inventory space right now. Stegosaurus, Liopleurodon, Diplocolus, Lanchodamus. Tiktaalik. Off to a great start, everybody. I don't have any Cenozoic fossils, unfortunately. I didn't come across any tar pits. Or at least I might have completely missed them. I spent most of my time underground, unfortunately. Okay, and I'm gonna sleep in one of my 2 beds. My respawn point is now up here, but I can't sleep right now. I forgot to grab my shovel. Okay, and then there should be a fir forest pretty close. I think if I remember correctly, that might be some up there. So I can always get more fur. Just note that we're probably going to be like using a lot of fir logs for a lot of builds. Like not only do I think it looks kind of nice, but it's just like an easily available resource. Like because the fir trees are huge, and I have like the tree cutting mod thing that like cuts them down real quick, or well, a little bit more efficiently. How's my Protoceratops doing? I didn't get no Protoceratops egg. I've not done the Protoceratops yet. Of course, we've never hatched it. So that's very exciting. Okay, let's see. Some more sand. We could use that. And some tough cactus. Nowhere to put you. My inventory's full. I have yet to get a backpack. Grab more fir logs and we'll get this all going. What are you dinking? Okay, and then we have this support pillar here. Like that, and yeah, we'll probably just have this going up like that. Ow! Who let their campfire here? Yeah, I don't know if I like that much. So, like, let's just make us this is gonna be this will be the window. This is how you view the animal. It'll look like that, and then I can just kind of get rid of this excess up here, and then I'll probably just build this down a little bit to make it look like it's just kind of, you know, the earth is just simply on the enclosure. Okay, and then what I'm thinking is that we turn the rest of this into planks, and then the planks will just fill in everything else like this. This is all like the viewing area, so you'll just have like one big glass pane right there. It's gonna be a real pain to try to get sand for all that, I'll tell you that for free. Okay, and now I just need to find a ton of sand. Mostly for the glass. I don't know if I'm gonna fill the enclosure with sand quite yet. If I can get enough sand, then yeah, definitely I'll do that. But as of right now, okay, so it looks like there's a decent amount of sand around here. I could probably make it work. Okay, I got a stack and some change of some sand, so that might be enough to do something substantial. Let's let this just get it cooked up and then work from there. Okay, let's see how much of this I can do. I'm gonna do a lot of spots like this. Oh, what? I'm breaking to my left ear. Just do some sparse things like that, and then we fill it in with some sand. Picking up what I'm putting down. I'm thinking this might give it some nice texture and some depth to it, make the enclosure kind of look a little bit more appealing. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm kind of interested. Kind of like that. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to see if it looks good. It kind of looks like it could be like straw on the ground or something. It might look nice. And if I put some more like deserty decorations, which I don't really have any deserty decorations aside from the cactus, of course. 16 is not enough, that's for sure. Oh, there's some sand right here. Oh, perfect. That's as if this place was built with the, generated with Protoceratops in mind. Words. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I can't tell if I like it or not. I'm gonna just keep it the way it is right now. And then if I decide that I hate it later on, which sometimes does happen, keep that in mind. Sometimes I do very much like look at it at a thing that I thought looked good in the moment, and I say, "Hey, wait a minute, that doesn't look that great." So this very much that could very much happen to this. So we'll see. I'll just keep it the way it is right now. We'll especially like we'll place the Protoceratops in here. That way I could see what the Protoceratops looks like in this specific type of enclosure, and then I'll decide whether or not I like it. So for everybody who hates it in the comments, which I'm sure there's gonna be some because I'm not even too sure. Just know that there's a good chance it'll change. I'm more of a this is why they call me Dino guy and not enclosure guy. I don't build enclosures a lot. I like dinosaur games, like park builder games, because I like the dinosaurs. I don't make enclosures too frequently. Like that goes for Prehistoric Kingdom, Jurassic World Evolution, and even like Minecraft games where you're able to build your own dinosaur park. I don't do the building part too frequently. Because I can't even aim properly. Holy moly. I think I'm gonna go for like a theme of mostly wood instead of like stone brick like I've done with previous builds. I don't know, I kind of like the way that looks. All right, now these fellas are definitely gonna need some light. And by these fellas, I mean this fella, because I only have one. Right there. There we go, that's better. And then I'll build a little shelter for them. The shelter will be made from dark oak. See, I can make like a little shelter like right here, kind of hidden from the watchful eye of the public. It's like a little place for these fellas to lay down and just exist. Ipses, kind of like that, I think. I won't put any water in here because I don't want it to drown. That's always a fear of mine. I also need a place to actually get into this. Wait, but these freaking villagers are... Okay, so I need an iron door. I need an iron door because otherwise the villagers are going to just open the door and let my Protoceratops baby out. And we can't have that, guys. We can't have that. Okay, there's our glass. And then I want the door to be right here. And as I said before, it's going to be an iron door. That way the stupid villagers can't get in. You know they will. And they're going to let my Protoceratops out. Sweet. Okay. Egg. And Protoceratops is down. I never made my Dinopedia. Dang it. Okay, well... So I guess we'll just wait. Ah, man, what am I gonna do with myself? All right, let's make this a little bit uneven. Those are the only two that I have, so that's as uneven as we're gonna get for now. Hey. Okay. I'll also build like a little bit of a dead tree. It'll be a reference to All Yesterdays. There's like a book called All Yesterdays. That actually has like a bunch of Protoceratops kind of climbing a tree, similar to the way that goats do. It's a speculative book. It's a book that kind of like encourages the reader to think about dinosaurs in a more speculative light. And one of those ways that they do that is by having Protoceratops climb a tree. So maybe I can make a little tree that's in reference to that. My biggest problem is trying to build a tree that looks kind of decent. Yeah, kind of like that. It gets the idea across, I guess. Oh, it's hatching. It's hatching. Oh, I hope he likes me. Oh, how did I do that? I never figured out how to do Optifine. It's hatching. It is hatching. It's a little baby Protoceratops. How did I zoom? There it is. Optifine zoom, ladies and gentlemen. Finally did it. Here's our little baby Protoceratops. Isn't that adorable? I think it's adorable. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the little fella. Oh, man. It is such a nice model. And I love Protoceratops, too. Protoceratops is a fantastic little ceratopsian. Of course, it lived in Mongolia during the late Cretaceous period. It's probably most famous for the fighting dinosaurs fossil that it's a part of, which is a Protoceratops kind of like locked in combat with Velociraptor, which is a very cool fossil. It's like a very rare type of fossil, so the fact that it even exists is absolutely amazing. This design also looks great. Of course, it's a baby, so it'll probably look a little bit different from the adult, I assume. But you can like see that tail, like that shape of the tail is pretty correct, at least in its own Minecraft way. The frill looks great. It's just a fantastic little dude. I like him. I like the way that he looks in this mod. Ow. But that is a fantastic first dinosaur to have, I think. That's like, I do really like Protoceratops. I'll also have to like look for more fossils. That way we can possibly, get more DNA. But for now, of course, we can kind of focus on the DNA that we currently have, which there is an abundance of that. Stegosaurus, Liopleurodon, Psittacosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Ichthyosaurus, and of course Diploculus, which I'm very excited for, Lonchodomus, and Tiktaalik. And also we do have some Nautilus, but of course they do spawn naturally. But that is awesome. That is a fantastic first episode, if you ask me. Fitting that I said fantastic, because I just watched Fantastic Four the other day. Great movie, by the way. All right, so yeah, that's our Protoceratops. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I am so glad to be back. I really did miss this world. What did I do? How did I make the map giant and rectangular like that? How do I fix that, I wonder? But we'll go ahead and call it good with that. Where is my little... There it is. He likes his little shelter. We'll call it good with that. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, be sure to subscribe if you like dinosaur-related content. That is what we do on here, and I would love to have you on board. And until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.